Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your US General 5 drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. Today is Monday. We're touching in the mid part of the evening. Okay, as I always state, as usual, always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background, my Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Okay, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a little educational demonstration for a few out there who run into issues after services provided to them. Um, at times, customers get rotations or get alignments, and sometimes work come back because a customer is getting vibration up front, moving at a certain mile per hour. Okay, so I'm gonna shed a little light on how that occurs. If you don't have an understanding to it, I'm gonna try to give you a little slight demonstration of um, how it occurs. Okay, so just give me a second. I'm gonna get some items out, and we're gonna take a look at this, and we're gonna get into it. Okay, I'm gonna get over here to the side tray, and as you see, I actually have a schematic available for me. Okay, what I want you to look at is the two front wheels and the two rear wheels in the back. Okay, now sometimes when customers get certain service and they get a rotation, what a rotation basically is they're removing the front wheels and replacing them and shifting them to the back and replacing the rear with the front. Okay, so let me get some items out, and we're gonna get to this. Okay, moving along. As you can see, I have four different wheel weights sitting in front of you. And over here, as you can see, this is a different style of wheel weights. These are what are called sticky steel weights. Okay, this whole strip right here is 3 ounces. Each square represents 25 grams. Okay, as you can see, this first wheel weight, this is 50 grams. The second one is 75 grams. The third one is 1 ounce. And the fourth one is 1 ounce and 25 grams. Okay. So basically, when it comes to wheel balancing, how everything is supposed to be in order for you to basically not get any vibration, as you see, that 50 grams would go to the driver's side front. Okay, the next in line would be the passenger side. So as you see, the 75 grams will go there. Now, as you see, the 1 ounce, the 1 ounce would actually sit behind the driver at the driver's rear wheel. And as you see here, which is 1 ounce and 25 grams, would go the most furthest away from the driver, which would go to the rear. Okay, so in a wheel balancing, this is how it's supposed to be measured out. Just because you have four wheels doesn't necessarily mean that all four wheels are all the time equally balanced. Sometimes you may run into an occasion where a particular wheel may not take absolutely no weights. So if that wheel takes absolutely no weights, that wheel will go to the driver's side front. Okay, now when a customer basically gets a rotation, right, what is basically now occurring is, once again, that 50 grams will go back there, and then that 1 ounce will go there, then the 75 grams will go there, and the 125 will go there. Now, the issue with this is that all this weight is up front at the front of the vehicle. Okay, and basically this is where the vibration comes from. Now, hypothetically speaking, as you see that this is 1 ounce here, and if the ounce and 25 grams was on that side, you would most definitely get vibration because it doesn't belong there. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, like I said, it doesn't belong there. So basically, when you get the rotation, it's always good to have the wheels rebalanced. Okay, because just because they were flipped back and forth, now you have all the most heaviest weight up front, where the most heaviest weight do not belong. It belongs to the rear of the vehicle. Okay. So to give you a clear idea again of how it's actually supposed to be. Okay, so now this is basically how it technically supposed to be. The 50 grams supposed to be there. The 75 grams supposed to be there. The next step up would always be behind the driver's side front wheel. And then the wheel that takes the most weight is always away from the driver, as you can see back here. Okay. Now, technically speaking, say you had a rotation, right, and you had them crisscrossed, okay, and you didn't necessarily have them rebalanced. Now you would run into a situation like this where you have an ounce and 25 grams here, and then you have 50 grams at the rear driver's wheel. You will automatically get heavy vibration due to the fact that there's too much weight at the front driver's side. Okay. A lot of times this occur also when individuals get new tires, or they get tires that are basically rotational tires. Okay. Where you have four tires, okay, that basically have arrows on them. Okay. And say, for instance, on this side of the vehicle, you had arrows going this way. Then on the opposite side of the vehicle, you had arrows going the opposite way. When you go to balance all four wheels, the measurement of the weight may possibly be off. But now you can't switch because those tires belong on those rims, and you can only put them on one another side. You can't switch up the rotational tires from crisscross once they're already balanced. So a lot of times that basically creates vibration also. But you technically don't have no other choice but to place those rims from side to side because of their directional arrows. Okay. Another example, basically, how a misimbalancing could occur. Technically, if, as you can see, the cones here that are being used when balancing, it's always best to use the correct measurement weight, okay, because sometimes basically this can throw off the balancing also if it's not locked in properly, and basically you will be able to see technically if a rim is bent or whether there's some type of play and wobble in it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, just basically wanted to touch on that topic right there, for what reason sometimes that occurs, and basically how to straighten out the situation in order basically for you not to get any vibration up front in the vehicle. Okay. Okay, well, I actually have a vehicle on a lift. I want you to take notice to the inside, and on the inside of the rim, as you can see, these rims take sticky weights. Okay, as you can see on this passenger side front wheel, it has um, four 25-gram weights that measure out to 1 ounce. Okay, then I'm gonna get back over here. Okay. And as you can see, it has a long strip of weights. So this is basically what I was talking about. The rim basically that has the most weight on it always goes further away from the driver. Now, if this particular rim here was at the front driver's side, this vehicle would get heavy vibration up front at either low or high speeds, okay? All right, so that's pretty much about that. I could have had did this video a little bit more better. Right now I'm a little now pressed for time. Some work just came in, and like I said, as you can already see, I already actually have a vehicle on a lift. I'm just waiting for some work to be approved, but I got something else to get to at the prior moment. So I'm gonna wrap this up until later. Maybe possibly I'll give another demonstration